son of embattled music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, been accused of sexual assault. Homes owned by Diddy were raided in L.A., part of a federal human trafficking investigation.
Hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs is once again all over the headlines for all the wrong reasons. The allegations against him have sent shockwaves through the music industry and beyond.
More accusations against Sean Diddy Combs, a new 31-page lawsuit filed on Thursday. As for Christian's famous father,
Diddy has never been arrested or charged. That is true.
As if 4 lawsuits piling up against him in a matter of weeks weren't enough, Homeland Security Investigations has also raided his residence over suspicion of highly illegal activities. The unfolding saga has captivated the attention of the public and sparked intense speculation across social media platforms. And now, Diddy's son has been sentenced, destined to say goodbye forever. Let's find out how things got to where they are right now. Christian Combs and Sean Diddy Combs come under legal fire. Sean John Combs, better known as Sean Love Combs, was born on November 4, 1969. The music icon has adopted many stage names throughout his illustrious rap music career, including Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, and Diddy. His music career began to flourish in the early 1990s, and he even ventured into entrepreneurship by founding his record label, Bad Boy Records, in 1993. As a recording artist himself, Combs gained widespread acclaim as the label boss and manager of the notorious Big. His debut studio album, No Way Out, released in 1997, received critical praise, topped the Billboard 200 chart, and achieved platinum status. The album's singles, including Can't Nobody Hold Me Down and I'll Be Missing You, both reached the top of the Billboard Hot 100 chart, with the latter becoming the first hip-hop song to debut at number 1. Combs continued his musical journey with subsequent albums like 1999's Forever and 2001's The Saga Continues, both reaching number 2 on the Billboard 200. His 4th album, Press Play, released in 2006, reclaimed the top spot on the chart. He later formed the group Diddy Dirty Money and released the album Last Train to Paris in 2010. This entry was only met with moderate success, however. Combs has earned numerous accolades, including 3 Grammy Awards, 2 MTV Video Music Awards, and a Guinness World Record for Most Successful Rap Producer in 1997. He has also ventured into production work for MTV's reality series Making the Band. Additionally, he launched the clothing brand Sean John in 1998, which won the Menswear Designer of the Year in 2004. Moreover, he is the brand ambassador for Kirok Vodka and co-founded the television network Revolt. His entrepreneurial endeavors contributed to Forbes estimating his net worth at $1 billion in 2022. However, all has not been good with Combs' career and life. When his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, summoned the courage to speak up against his many disturbing actions and disregard for the law, a cascade of accusations soon followed from more victims. Suspecting him to be part of a drug operation, Homeland Security Investigations raided his home in March 2024 and found tons of incriminating evidence, leading to a notable arrest. But this pattern of illegal behavior and abuse is nothing new for Combs. He has been part of many controversies over the years, and it seems that his actions are finally catching up to him. Interestingly, his son also seems to be part of such nefarious designs. In a recent lawsuit filed in Los Angeles County Superior Court, Sean Diddy Combs and his youngest son, Christian King Combs, 26, have been accused of assaulting a woman while she was working on a luxury yacht chartered by the Combs family for a winter trip in St. Martin back in 2022. The complaint, spanning 31 pages, details the alleged incident. This lawsuit follows a string of recent allegations against Sean Combs, 54, who has been accused by 4 women and 1 man of assault and inappropriate behavior occurring between 1990 and 2023. These accusations come amidst a federal human trafficking probe. Christian Combs' involvement in the lawsuit adds to the complexity of the legal situation. While Sean Combs has vehemently denied all allegations, The mounting legal challenges have cast a shadow over the duo's reputation and brought increased scrutiny to their actions. The allegations have sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. As prominent figures in the music and media spheres, the accusations against them have prompted a reassessment of their influence and legacy. The entertainment industry is closely watching the developments of these lawsuits and ongoing investigations, as they have the potential to reshape power dynamics and accountability within the industry. The fallout from these allegations may lead to changes in how artists, executives, and companies are held accountable for their actions, potentially influencing industry norms and practices. These lawsuits aim to seek justice for the alleged victims and hold the accused accountable for their actions. By pursuing legal action, the plaintiffs seek restitution for any harm they have suffered and hope to prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future. Additionally, the lawsuits shed light on broader issues of assault, harassment, and abuse of power within the entertainment industry, sparking important conversations and potentially leading to systemic changes. The ongoing investigations by law enforcement agencies, including the Federal Human Trafficking Probe, aim to uncover the truth behind the allegations and determine whether criminal charges are warranted. For now, Diddy and his son are in real trouble. A notable arrest has only made matters more severe. Details of the lawsuit filed by Grace O'Marcaigh. Grace O'Marcaigh, the plaintiff of the lawsuit against Diddy and his son, claims that she was working as the yacht's only on-duty steward during a trip to St. Martin in December 2022. Christian Combs poured her a glass of tequila, which she accepted. However, when she tried to leave the sun deck, he forcefully grabbed her arm and prevented her from doing so. The mood quickly turned sinister, and Christian proceeded to forcibly kiss and grope her. Rodney Lil Rod Jones, a music producer also present on the yacht, caught the exchange on an audio recording, in which O'Marcaigh can be heard protesting to no avail. In the audio recording, she can be heard expressing concern about being drugged and asking Christian to stop touching her. Christian then cornered O'Marcaigh in the yacht's cinema, becoming extremely aggressive and attempting to assault her. It was only through the fateful intervention of her partner that O'Marcaigh was able to escape. She promptly reported the misbehavior to the ship's captain, but according to her, Sean Combs paid him off to cover up the incident. The lawsuit includes photos of bruises on O'Marcaigh's arm, which she claims were caused by Christian. Besides the emotional and physical scarring, the incident has had severe repercussions for O'Marcaigh's personal life as well. It led to the breakup of her relationship and caused deep depression. In the lawsuit, she accused Christian Combs of assault, battery, perverted behavior, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Sean Combs, on the other hand, has been accused of aiding and abetting the behavior. But that's not all. O'Marcaigh alleges that she witnessed rather unsettling events on the yacht, including an alleged escort who locked herself in a massage room while hysterically crying. Another notable person present on board was Brendan Paul. We'll soon delve into the true extent of his involvement in this whole saga. However, for now, he allegedly told O'Marcaigh that he had to watch Combs be physical with multiple women. Christian Combs, whose mother passed away in 2018, was detained during a raid on his father's Los Angeles compound, along with his older brother, Justin Combs. The incident adds to the mounting legal troubles and scrutiny facing the Combs family amidst the ongoing investigations and lawsuits. However, Aaron Dyer, the lawyer representing the Combs father-son duo, has vehemently denied the allegations made in the recent lawsuit. Dyer has also criticized Tyrone Blackburn, the lawyer behind the filing of the lawsuit, accusing him of filing cases in federal court to gain media attention. Dyer stated that the complaint is filled with manufactured lies and irrelevant facts. He said that they will be filing a motion to dismiss the claim, citing a federal judge's recent decision to refer Blackburn to the disciplinary committee for a pattern of behavior in improperly filing cases to garner media attention and pressure defendants to settle quickly. Despite the allegations, Combs himself has remained silent on the matter. However, Misa Hilton, the mother of Combs' brother Justin Combs, spoke out on their behalf, alleging excessive force during the federal raid conducted on Diddy's Los Angeles home on March 25th, when both Christian and Justin were present. But this is far from the true extent of the legal trouble that the duo are facing. Allegations made by Cassie Ventura. Back in 2023, Diddy faced a federal lawsuit from Cassie, an R&B singer, and his ex-girlfriend. The lawsuit accused Combs of assault and repeated physical abuse over the span of about a decade. Cassie, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura, alleged that Combs began a pattern of control and abuse shortly after they met in 2005 when she was 19. She claims that Combs subjected her to drugs and beatings and forced her to be physical with male escorts while he filmed the encounters. These encounters, or freak-offs, allegedly continued for years, taking place at high-end hotels and Combs' homes across the United States. Cassie also claims that drugs were supplied at these events, allowing her to disassociate during the encounters. She has detailed instances of physical violence, threats, and manipulation, painting a picture of a tumultuous and abusive relationship. Despite attempts to leave, Cassie claimed that Combs' control and intimidation tactics kept her trapped in the relationship for years. For instance, in 2018, when their relationship was fizzling out, nearing its end, Cassie alleged that Combs forced his way into her home and assaulted her. Naturally, Combs denied the allegations, labeling them as offensive and outrageous. His lawyer, Ben Brafman, stated that Combs had been subjected to Cassie's persistent demand for $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship. Brafman further claimed that despite withdrawing her initial threat, Cassie resorted to filing a lawsuit filled with baseless and outrageous lies. The lawsuit further detailed instances of physical violence, including an incident where Combs allegedly punched Cassie in the face, giving her a black eye, and threw glass vases at her, causing glass to shatter throughout a hotel corridor. However, following the 2018 incident, she finally summoned the courage and left him for good. Cassie's lawsuit, like others in the music industry, was brought under the Adult Survivors Act, a New York law that allows victims of assault to file civil suits after the statute of limitations has expired. Cassie emphasized the importance of speaking up about the trauma she experienced, especially with the expiration of the law approaching. While Diddy initially issued a firm denial, refuting the accusations leveled against him, he later decided to settle matters outside the court. His representatives maintained that the decision to settle the lawsuit did not equate to an admission of guilt on Combs' part. While the terms of the settlement were not disclosed, both parties issued a joint statement expressing their decision to resolve the matter amicably. Cassie stated that she wanted some level of control over the resolution and thanked her family, fans, and lawyers for their support. Combs also wished Cassie and her family the best. The settlement came shortly after Cassie's lawyer, Douglas Wigdor, commended her for having the strength to go public with her lawsuit. Although it was settled outside the court, the lawsuit included graphic descriptions of the abuse she endured, stating that Combs plied her with drugs and alcohol, leading to dangerous addictions. Before the settlement, both parties exchanged accusations, with Cassie's lawyer claiming Combs offered her a substantial sum to silence her, which she rejected to give a voice to other women who suffer in silence. In any case, this allegation was far from the first or the last time that Diddy would find himself at the center of legal trouble. Allegations made by Liza Gardner. In 2024, Liza Gardner came forward with another shocking allegation against the hip-hop music icon. She revealed that she was only a 16-year-old minor when Sean Diddy Combs and his friend Aaron Hall assaulted her. For context, the age of consent in 1990, when the incident occurred, was 17 years old. Gardner claimed that she was physically forced by Combs against her will. Additionally, it highlighted that as a minor, she could not legally consent to the alcohol that the duo provided her before the incident. Gardner recounted feeling the effects of alcohol as Combs assaulted her. The complaint further alleged that Hall subsequently entered the room, forcibly pinned Gardner down, and assaulted her. Days later, Gardner asserted that Combs turned violent, allegedly assaulting and choking her until she lost consciousness. Despite Combs's previous denial of the claims, labeling them as fabricated and motivated by financial gain, Gardner's amended complaint included detailed testimonies and transcripts supporting her allegations. The amended complaint also outlined the profound impact the incident had on Gardner's life, including depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, and strained relationships with her partners. Testimonies from friends and a former therapist corroborated Gardner's account, adding weight to her claims. Gardner's case is one of the at least 5 lawsuits against Diddy. Despite the mounting legal challenges, Combs continues to vehemently deny all accusations, reaffirming his commitment to fighting for his reputation. However, Diddy's reputation is far from the kind one would fight for. Over the years, he has accumulated a heap of accusations from many people he knew. For example, in May 2017, Cindy Ruella, who formerly served as Combs' personal chef, alleged a range of grievances, including accusations of harassment and retaliation stemming from her employment. The case eventually concluded with a settlement reached in February 2019, although the specific terms of the agreement remain undisclosed. On November 23, 2023, Combs found himself confronted with 2 additional lawsuits, each brought forth by separate complainants. These lawsuits alleged instances of assault and using explicit videos as revenge. On December 6, 2023, a woman filed a lawsuit in Manhattan District Court accusing him of assaulting her in 2003 when she was just 17 years old. Following this, music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones joined the bandwagon in February 2024. Grace O'Marquez's case against Diddy and his son came on April 4, 2024. In light of these developments, Macy's made a significant announcement on November 24, 2023, declaring the discontinuation of all Sean John clothing from their stores, effectively terminating their partnership with Diddy. This was yet another setback for Combs, as Macy's was a major retailer for his fashion brand. Just 4 days later, Combs stepped down as chairman of Revolt TV, a decision that further signaled the unraveling of his professional affiliations. The fallout continued as several other brands severed ties with Combs' e-commerce business Empower Global. Companies including Tsuri, Nudie System, Fulaba, and House of Takura all ended their associations with Combs due to the mounting allegations and controversies surrounding him. Hulu dealt another blow to Combs' image and business ventures by canceling production on a planned reality series centered around him and his family. The decision was confirmed by a spokesperson for Hulu's parent company, the Walt Disney Company, who stated that the show was still in its early stages and was not currently in production. The Recording Academy also took action in response to the allegations against Combs, announcing on December 23, 2023, that they would reevaluate his invitation to the 66th Annual Grammy Awards, scheduled for February 4, 2024. Combs, who had been nominated for Best Progressive R&B Album for Love Album Off the Grid, did not attend the ceremony. Moreover, during a live performance in November 2023, singer Kesha notably altered the lyrics of her hit song TikTok, omitting the reference to P. Diddy. Beyond specific incidents involving artists, there has been a broader sense of criticism and disapproval from the public and entertainment industry figures alike. While some artists and figures have publicly distanced themselves from Combs, others have chosen to remain silent on the matter. However, the lack of vocal support or endorsement from prominent peers can also be interpreted as a form of distancing or disapproval. A dramatic raid led by the Homeland Security Department. In March 2024, Homeland Security Investigations raided properties linked to Diddy in Los Angeles, Miami, and New York. Federal agents, including Homeland Security Investigations personnel, conducted these searches as part of a human trafficking investigation by federal authorities in New York. While the exact focus of the investigation remains undisclosed, Combs's properties were targeted as part of the ongoing inquiry. Homeland Security investigations refrained from specifying the precise objective of the investigation. This lack of clarity adds to the intrigue surrounding the situation and fuels speculation about the potential ramifications for Combs. However, most have speculated that recent reports alleging his involvement in hosting trafficking parties may have been the cause behind the raids. Combs vehemently denies the allegations leveled against him, with his legal team actively seeking dismissal of lawsuits and rebutting accusations of misconduct. Despite his denials, federal officials in Manhattan have reportedly conducted interviews related to allegations of human trafficking, assault, and the solicitation and distribution of illegal narcotics and firearms. Combs's attorney has yet to provide a comment regarding the recent raids. Video footage depicting armed officers entering a property linked to Combs's company, Bad Boy Entertainment, further underscores the seriousness of the situation. If evidence supporting the allegations was found during the raids, Combs may face criminal charges, which could result in serious penalties, including fines and imprisonment. Additionally, the investigation may lead to further scrutiny of Combs's past behavior and actions. Depending on the outcome of the investigation and any subsequent legal proceedings, Combs could face substantial financial liabilities, including damages, settlements, and legal fees. Even if Combs is not ultimately charged or found guilty, the mere association with such allegations can lead to public condemnation and a loss of trust among fans, colleagues, and business partners. The negative publicity surrounding the raids may also impact Combs's brand endorsements, business ventures, and opportunities within the entertainment industry, potentially resulting in financial losses and a decline in his career prospects. The arrest of Brendan Paul and subsequent developments. By the end of March 2024, Diddy's problems have only worsened. Another notable development in his legal saga is the arrest of former Syracuse basketball player Brendan Paul. Paul was arrested in Miami on felony charges related to drug possession. His name has been mentioned in connection with Combs' human trafficking allegations. Rodney Lil Rod Jones claimed that Paul served as Combs' courier for drugs and firearms. Moreover, Grace O'Marcaigh also noted that Paul was present on the yacht where she was assaulted by Diddy's son. Brian Bieber, Paul's attorney, stated that they do not intend to litigate the matter in the media and will address all matters in court. Paul initially joined the Syracuse men's basketball team as a walk-on in 2018 before concluding his collegiate career at Division II Fairmont State. Paul pleaded not guilty to a drug possession charge in a Florida court. The Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office charged him with felony cocaine possession, dropping a second charge for possession of a controlled substance. Paul was arrested by Miami-Dade Police Department officers at the Miami Opa-locka Executive Airport on March 25th. The same day, 2 of Combs' homes were raided by Homeland Security investigations agents. He was released on a $2,500 bond the following day. Jones has maintained that Paul allegedly procured, transported, and distributed various drugs, including ecstasy, cocaine, and marijuana. Paul was also accused of negotiating fees for escorts on behalf of Combs. Combs denied Jones's allegations, insisting on his innocence amidst the federal investigation and multiple lawsuits. His attorney, Aaron Dyer, criticized the raids on Combs's homes as an unprecedented ambush and a witch hunt based on meritless accusations. But this has not stopped the tide of legal trouble sweeping over Combs' life. The lawsuit filed by Rodney Lil Rod Jones Jr. Music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones, who was formerly employed by Combs, alleged him of not only assault, but also of leading a widespread and dangerous criminal human trafficking organization. Combs' attorney Sean Hawley vehemently denied these allegations, labeling Jones's claims as lies. Jones's lawsuit alleges instances of trafficking and assault and even mentions involvement with underage girls, painting a disturbing picture of the environment within Combs' circle. Moreover, Jones claimed that Combs has hidden cameras within his residence. Amid these mounting legal challenges, Sean Diddy Combs and his legal team are gearing up for a protracted legal battle. They are likely anticipating intense courtroom confrontations, where every detail of the allegations against Combs will be scrutinized and contested. With multiple lawsuits pending and serious accusations levied against him, Combs must be preparing to mount a vigorous defense to counter the allegations. However, throughout his career, Diddy has encountered numerous legal challenges. In 1997, he faced accusations of landlord neglect from Inga Bongo, which he refuted. 2 years later, following the release of Nas's music video, Hate Me Now, which featured Combs being crucified, he and 2 others engaged in a physical altercation with Nas's former manager, Steve Stoute. This altercation resulted in a lawsuit filed by Stoute, ultimately leading to Combs paying a settlement of $500,000. Later that same year, Combs found himself embroiled in a shooting incident at Club New York in Manhattan. Amidst gunfire, Combs, his then-girlfriend Jennifer Lopez, and his protege rapper Shyne were arrested on weapons charges. The subsequent trial garnered significant media attention. While Combs was ultimately acquitted of all charges, Shyne received a lengthy prison sentence. As the years progressed, Combs continued to face legal challenges, including allegations of driving with a suspended license in 2001 and accusations of factory violations related to his Sean John clothing brand in Honduras in 2003. These incidents, coupled with various lawsuits and legal disputes, have contributed to the complex legal history of the hip-hop icon. The recent pattern of lawsuits and industry response. As the foundations of the music industry were shaken to their core with a cascade of high-profile claims of abuse emerging from its upper echelons, it appears that the Me Too movement is finally picking pace in the entertainment industry. The case of R&B singer Cassandra Ventura, better known as Cassie, against Sean Diddy Combs, is part of a broader wave of accusations implicating other notable figures in the music industry. Others who came under fire include former Recording Academy executive Neil Portnow, former Arista and Epic Records chief L.A. Reid, and Aerosmith frontman Steven Tyler. While these allegations have sent shockwaves through music circles, they have not come as a surprise to activists who have been fighting for the rights of such victims. One notable example is that of Alexa Nikolas, the founder of the activist network and popular YouTube channel Eat Predators. Nikolas herself has been embroiled in legal battles, including a lawsuit against her ex-husband, Rise singer Michael Milosh, alleging abuse. Although she withdrew her suit, Nikolas remains committed to her activism, which includes outing alleged abusers in the entertainment industry and staging protests demanding action. Nikolas is especially concerned about the implications of settlements with non-disclosure agreements or NDAs. She emphasized the importance of the Adult Survivors Act, which opened a 1-year window for survivors to file civil suits claiming assault beyond the statute of limitations. She also expressed concern about the burden placed on survivors when accused perpetrators file defamation suits in response to allegations. She also highlighted the difficulties survivors face in navigating power dynamics within the industry, as well as the stigma associated with being abused multiple times. The recent allegations against music icon Steven Tyler, particularly stemming from events that took place decades ago, underscore the challenges survivors face in seeking justice for historical abuse. Despite these hurdles, Nikolas remains steadfast in her activism, driven by her desire to protect her daughter and future generations from falling prey to predators in the entertainment industry. Luckily, she's not alone in advocating for justice. The recent raids on properties owned by Sean Diddy Combs have stirred up a frenzy of reactions across social media, with prominent figures from the hip-hop world chiming in with their perspectives. Rapper and entrepreneur Curtis James Jackson III, or 50 Cent, didn't hold back in his assessment, stating, "Now it's not Diddy do it, it's Diddy done." He hinted that such raids indicate a solid legal case. He even joked about how if there were to be a documentary on the case, it would break records upon release. Suge Knight, the controversial figure behind Death Row Records, suggested that a larger conspiracy was at play. He insinuated that the raids were not specifically targeting Diddy, but rather aimed at destroying potentially incriminating evidence on powerful men. Despite his legal troubles and current incarceration, Knight remains active on social media and even hosts a podcast from prison, offering his insights on various topics. He even suggested that Paul could be a potential weak link in Diddy's situation. Other voices in the hip-hop community, such as Uncle Luke and Joe Budden, have weighed in with their opinions as well. Uncle Luke invoked the phrase, "Don't bite the hand that feeds you," suggesting that the ongoing federal investigation might be linked to Diddy's legal actions against a multi-billion-dollar liquor company. Meanwhile, Joe Budden expressed a grim outlook, declaring, "This is a wrap," and predicting that the situation could worsen further. Amidst the flurry of opinions and speculations, Diddy's lawyer Aaron Dyer released a statement condemning the raids as a witch hunt. Despite the controversy surrounding Diddy, some voices like rapper Slim Thug have expressed support for him, highlighting his inspirational journey as a successful black entrepreneur. However, we must recognize that when individuals in positions of power evade accountability for their actions, it sets a dangerous precedent that can negatively impact other struggling artists. Shielding people like Combs from accountability will undermine the principles of justice and equality, creating a disparity between the treatment of the privileged few and the rest of society. This disparity is particularly pronounced for artists from marginalized communities who may already face numerous barriers to success. Moreover, the reluctance to hold individuals like Combs accountable for their behavior not only enables potential wrongdoing, but also perpetuates a culture of impunity within the music industry. This culture can have far-reaching consequences, including the normalization of abuse, exploitation, and unethical behavior. We, as a society, must recognize that accountability is not about tearing down successful individuals, but rather about upholding principles of integrity, transparency, and fairness for all. Thus, demanding justice is imperative. By holding people accountable for their actions, regardless of their status or influence, we can strive towards a more just and equitable music industry and society. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Don't miss this video you see on your screen right now. It's truly unbelievable.